The Old Bricks on Glorious Past. Chapter 1. First Light in the Ancient City. The sound of the train still echoed in his ears, even though he had already stepped off the platform. Mana, a fourth-year archaeology student from Silpakorn University, carried only a canvas bag. Inside were a notebook, 2 pens, and a thin book of travel essays he had been reading on the way. He wasn't a tourist. He was here for something more. Mana was standing at a crossroads in life, trying to decide if he should continue in academic research or use his knowledge to inspire the public by telling stories about the past in ways people could feel and understand. He was the only son of a former history teacher from a rural town. He grew up with tales of ancient cities, old temples, stone castles, and battles from the Sukhothai and Ayutthaya periods. He once dreamed of becoming a writer, but that dream felt vague and far away until one of his professors encouraged him to join a travel writing competition held by the Tourism Authority of Thailand. The theme was living old cities. That's why he was here, in Ayutthaya, the ancient capital that was once the greatest city in the region. He didn't look at a map. He wanted his feet to guide him more than his eyes. He let his rented bicycle drift through small streets lined with big trees, passing silent brick walls and hidden chidis, stupas, behind bushes, as if this city was whispering its stories to him. His first stop was Wat Mahathat, one of the temples he studied often in class. Once, it had been the heart of the royal capital, with a tall chidi that stood proudly in the center of the city. He walked barefoot on the dry, sandy ground. The smell of old bricks mixed with grass filled the air. He looked up at the main chidi, now just a silent skeleton, like the body of a king who had once lived. Not far from there, he saw the famous Buddha head wrapped in the roots of a tree. Mana stood still, watching quietly, just like the group of tourists nearby. Mana had heard that the Buddha head had fallen long ago, during a time of destruction. Over the years, the roots of a Bodhi tree slowly grew around it, like a mother wrapping her arms around her child, protecting it from harm. No one knows exactly when it happened, but now no one dares to disturb it. Mana took out his notebook and wrote, "This may be the best image of what it means to be a living old city, broken, silent, yet still full of kindness in its wood and soil." He didn't know if the article he would write would win the competition, but just walking here, using his eyes instead of a camera, and his heart instead of a GPS, he already felt like this journey had given him a reward. A reward called being with the past without feeling alone.
Narrated by Suthi at Enjoy Reading, 10th May 2025.